Hello, and welcome to my new Flashtastic series, a game called Amateur Surgeon. You can tell it's going to be one of those kind of games with the motley crew in the background. And this guy that has a pizza cutter that's totally tomato sauce, and who am I kidding, it's a game called Amateur Surgeon, that's most likely blood. But this game is actually one of the first, I don't want to say the first because I think it's wrong, but one of the first games that Adult Swim actually had on their site that was created by them. There you go, that's going to be the kind of humor that's going to be in the game, something that would be from Adult Swim. So if that is not your kind of thing, you can feel free to go. But there is quite a few games in this series actually. And I'm going to be playing all of them, and it's going to be officially called the Amateur Surgeon Saga, because there are quite a few games. There's Amateur Surgeon 1, which has 3 acts in it, which make up a fairly large game. There's Amateur Surgeon Christmas Edition. Yes, there's actually a Christmas edition to this game, and Amateur Surgeon 2. I forget how many people are actually in that. There is also Amateur Surgeon 3, however, that is only on the iPhone, and I don't actually have one, and I don't think I'd figure out how to record the iPhone and get it onto this. But if I can find a way to somehow get an iPhone game on the PC and record it, that will be included. But anyway, onto the game. There's the continue game highlighted because I wanted to fiddle with it a bit to remind myself of the controls instead of reminding myself during recording. Yes, I would like to restart. Alan Probe, Pizza Boy / wannabe Zerdin, moron. Dr. Ignatius Bleed, disgraced surgeon / vagrant, cough syrup addict. Well, you can tell what kind of the game this is going to be. Even more so with this. Oh my god, I killed a dead hobo. Don't think that's how it works. I'm not dead, and I'm gonna give him an old man voice because he has white hair. Quickly, you have to cut me open. I've got a pizza cutter. So this is how the game works, and this is just generally telling you how to do the basics of the game. The first basics of the game is literally piecing his rib cage back together like it is a puzzle. If I actually spent the time to read that down there, I believe the pain that he is getting from this is otherwise completely numbed by the fact that he has too much cough syrup. And it completely went back together just right. And you staple things shut with a stapler, cauterize them with a lighter, and then use pain away gel to make them all better. Yup. Who are you?
My name is Ignatius Bleed.
Can you teach me that? How to do surgery?
Teach surgery? I couldn't. Not again.
Why not? I've got a bunch more tools in the van, and if that pool table over there doesn't scream operation, I don't know what does.
Who would want to be operated on by a washed-up old tramp and a pizza boy?
Crash. Well, apparently this guy. As you can see, the patient files. There is actually a fair lot of people. That guy looks pretty fun. And if you look through these closely, you'll see there's actually repeating characters. And there's also the secret files. The secret files are accessed by doing certain things. Specifically, as you can tell by there's a B, although it's kind of difficult to tell it's B, it's a B. There is score in this game, which is attained by doing things correctly without messing up enough, and also doing it in a good enough amount of time. And I believe that is one of the best ways to unlock the secret files. I don't exactly know the parameters to unlock all the secret files, but I will probably look them up to find what they are and work on that, you know, off camera to get the score that I need to actually do them. But let's go to this guy. Hello, Mr. Burglar. Fall through the window trying to rob our clinic? Clinic? Yep, you're in luck. Today's special is glass extraction. Also, his name is Gracefuls when he fell through a window. You'll find that pretty much every single person's name is going to be a play on words. Kind of like how Alan Probe's name is a surgeon, his name was Probe, and Bleed is a washed up old doctor. Also, he really got pretty cut up. As you saw, there was also tongs to use to just generally pick stuff up, and that becomes one of the key staples. Get it? Staples? Because we staple people shut? No? As you can see, there's a combo, and I keep saying as you can see, and that's kind of annoying. But there's a combo meter. That plays on score a lot. Score is being currently covered up by him, and ow. How is he breathing? How is he even breathing air to survive at the moment? That's what I want to know. Because it looks like he more or less does not have any space in his lungs to breathe anymore. Also, here's a thought. If we seal them up after, how exactly do they get the staples out? It's just a thought, but how exactly do they get the staples out after? I'm not fully sure. And pretty much what you need to do with the pain away gel is cover from one side to the other and make sure you do it in ample amounts. If you pay close attention, you can actually see that when I was doing that, it made the heart meter go up. That makes the heart meter go up, whereas cauterizing them actually makes it go down faster. And that is important, because if that reaches 0, well, then their heart isn't beating anymore and they died. Wow, hey, do I recognize you? Me? No, no. Oh wait, wrong voice.
Me? No, I'm sure you couldn't.
There's a doctor who got himself in a heap of trouble a few years back. Lots of unexplained deaths. Then he just disappeared.
Thank you, come again.
So was it true he said you're a doctor?
No, I mean, I used to.
Can you teach me how to help people?
Alright, Alan, but we may have to improvise with the tools a little.
Well, we already just improvised him with a pizza cutter and staplers. Feel like we're improvising pretty well. And go to Cletus. Hi, can you guys help out a friend?
Whoa, that porcupine has a hillbilly stuck on his ass.
That was kind of a mix of voices between Alan and him, but okay. I went to pick up this here prickle peg, and that thing went back too fast. And then I believe he quote unquote fell on it. It's a hillbilly. Do you get the joke they're trying to make on him? Sometimes. He really got cut up fairly well. Quite a lot, so actually. Let's seal this up because that's bleeding, and I believe bleeding ones will actually reduce the heart meter faster. Funnily enough, I believe it plays scene by scene instead of in total, and there's only a few cases where certain things are actually making him hurt that you're not actually at the scene of yet. Like, all this is making him bleed, but his meter is still going down about as much as it would if he only had one cut. Funnily enough, the meter still goes down even if he has a cauterized wound, and that's the only thing he has. I don't really know why, but is he like falling asleep while we're waiting? Then he falls asleep to 0 because I actually don't know why. Also, these are his kidneys. Not exactly a nice place to be in there. How he got all those prickles in his kidneys, I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out what this is. Is it the heart? No, it can't be the heart. I don't really actually know what this is. Maybe the liver? I think it might be liver, actually. So I recall what the heart actually looks like in this game, and this ain't it. And furthermore, this was on his side, so it's definitely not the heart. But as you can see, the meter is actually going down to dangerous levels now. It's not too good. Later down in the game, it will go down pretty fast, and this game can get amazingly difficult. And you will have to eventually use this, which is effectively a corkscrew injecting pain away in them. And it actually works a fair bit. Saw it heightened him up pretty well. Oh god, there's still more. I believe this might be his heart, maybe? Was kind of up in that area. Because I believe I recall in Operation that there was this, and like, quick, there's something in his heart. Let's just seal these up. But as we progress through, the game gets progressively more difficult and also interesting on what the problems that the people are suffering are. They aren't exactly just, you know, I got cut up, or I got shot, or stuff like that. Even more so than falling on a porcupine. Hi, that was pretty good. Thanks kindly. So are you really the renegade doctor that the burglar was talking about before?
Alan, you have some real talent. I will continue to train you if that's what you want.
That's what I've always wanted.
But I will only do so on one condition: that we do not talk about my past. It is uneventful and uninteresting, I assure you.
Okay, you're the boss, Doc. Mission complete, Cletus. At the rate this is going, granted, these are Patient Files 1, and the game gets progressively more difficult as we go, and also a lot more opening areas. I might even be able to do a fair lot of people here. I heard you boys were surgeons of a kind. The guy's drinking paint. Yep, he's drinking paint. Didn't say I shouldn't on the can. That means a big fat payout from the paint company. Same goes for the nail gun maker who didn't mention I shouldn't shoot myself in the chest. 1D nailing coming up. Yeah, Insurance Fraud Claude. His name even rhymed. It was clever. Now, here's the thing. Are these cuts from him shooting himself? Or are these cuts just from him naturally? Because I feel like a guy who's named Insurance Fraud Claude probably has a lot of... It got beat up a lot. Itchy sketch over... The metal fillings were grouped together over any items hidden. So effectively, the magnet in here will group over areas where there are metal and metallic, and really any objects inside of them. And so you're effectively using an Etch-a-Sketch to find out where stuff are buried inside of them. It's probably the silliest and least makes sense item in the entire game. I feel like what he was explaining would probably explain it better, but it went by so fast it was kind of difficult. Now, again, this guy apparently shot his lungs. How did he breathe enough to get over here? Is he just used to it from insurance frauding himself so much? I mean, he did kind of have a couple missing fingers. He has one in each corner. You can generally cut like this to find things, because it doesn't actually do much to them, because it's effectively poking them. We're not doing a whole lot, and not actually making cuts. And let's pull these out. You gotta be careful, because if you pull them out too fast, then it doesn't work. And pull this one out too. if you hit them just right, one staple will work, but it has to be just about in the center. That's why some of them have 2 and some of them only have 1. And I believe this might be it for him. I don't rightly know. By the way, I never showed this off. This is effectively a vacuum. Vacuum will just vacuum up liquids like so. That'll become pertinent later. Because for now, it's only blood. And as you'll find out later in the game, there might be people who bleed so much it's difficult to actually see what you're doing. You guys are okay. Here, take my chainsaw as a thank you. I'm sure a pair of makeshift surgeons such as yourself could use it. Sweet. Hey, Doc, you have anything you need amputating? Let's go through one more guy. Trent. So I'm actually purposely paying attention to the time. It's about 15, 16 minutes, so let's go to Trent. Doctors, you gotta help. I was down at the bank making a deposit, and I slipped and fell on some bullets. Trent coat. Get it? Because he's wearing a trench coat? So, he got shot, and he walked all the way over here. Okay, then. Let's seal this off. And where am I missing? There we go. Unlike cuts where you actually have to do them all at once, you can actually get parts of the thing with paint away and cauterizing, and it not actually counting, and then you can just go do that one part and it's success. Whereas you have to hold down the button and do it all in one go when you're cutting something. Watch, like do 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 do, and then I can go back to here. And then I can just do this and it sealed it off because it remembered how much I had actually done. Alright, let's go. Now, here's a question. How did he get cut up on the inside like this? Is this from naturally with age or something? I'm not really too sure on that. Okay, so that's several bullets now. How exactly did a dude who gets shot with several bullets walk away, escape the cops, and walk all the way over here to get an operation? Is the bank very far away? Or is the bank like right next door and then he jumped in here? Wouldn't the cops come in and find us doing an operation on him? I like to imagine that it was right next door and he just jumped in here and the cops went in and saw us operating on him and they're like, he'll die anyway, just leave it. Yeah, his heart rate's really seen better days. If there's another thing to do after this, I'm gonna have to inject him. Not sure if there is or not. Nope, there is. So let's do a nice injection. There is a chance when you do it, it will make a small cut, which you have to fix like so. Again, he's just so beat up on the inside. Like, he only got shot with bullets. It's not like he got shanked or anything. Sheesh. In there. Let's see, how many bullets does he have in here? 3 more. So he got shot with 10 bullets and he's still standing. At this point, I feel like the cops just let him leave because he was still walking around and running away when they shot him with 10 bullets. Well, we can't kill that guy. Let's just leave him on B. Who knows what he'll do? He'll probably start spitting fire at us or something. This is Adult Swim. That's probably something that would have actually happened, okay? You know, I actually found out about this game because I used to watch that a lot when I was younger. I still, you know, it's still a nice game. even after all these years with the humor that it has. You guys are great. The only hospital around here closed down a few years ago. Some nasty stuff went down there.
Well, don't let us keep you.
Ah, thanks again. I'll spread the word about you guys. Oh boy, so we'll get even more people. That was really quick. However, to not do the entire game in like 3 or 4 videos, I'm going to leave it off here. When we come back, probably the next layer of Patient Files 1. However, as I said, it does get more difficult the further you go along, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, when we come back, guy named Junk, who's very plus sized. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Till then, see you later.